Edu Channel, the national educator.
Hello, please don't touch.
Well,
Don't touch.
what are all these?
Today we are learning something new.
They look edible.
We are learning about the solar system.
But now what solar system?
Yes.
With
solar
these
system.
things which are looking like, I almost took one.
That is very funny. But they are simply balls that have been painted
Oh, you're
to
talking about
represent the Earth.
the
So
solar.
maybe the solar system.
What is that?
This is plasticine. So maybe you can help me.
Oh.
You try to make a planet
Oh,
Yes, we are using this to make the planets.
Yes.
so that we can be able to.
You mean, what you're
make-
trying to do, you're trying to show us how we can be creative
Yes,
and achieve such a thing like
yes.
this. Eh? Yes.
Whatever I've made here, you can use the plasticine to represent. The
I
planets.
love this, I love
You can
this.
even use clay.
Clay.
If you can't be able to get the plasticine,
Uh-huh.
you can get clay and then you mold it into
Wow.
the different
Wow,
planets.
that's
and
beautiful.
you get the
So
still
you
the same
said solar
solar
system.
Solar
Now we are
system.
in the space.
Yes.
We're in the spaces.
Yes.
Above the skies.
Yes.
Viewers, viewers, how are you? How are you? Wherever you are. Of course, now we are moving. We are journeying over the skies to the space. And this, of course, is Edu Channel, where, of course, every other time we don't only excite you, but educate you and show you the way, and more than anything, make you love where you live. This is the Geography Show with me, your host, Aliwa David. And of course, I have a great maybe I should call her co-host here. She'll introduce herself and then we'll take you where you've never been. All of us just wish to be there. Molimu, kindly introduce yourself
Hello,
to
viewers.
the camera this side.
Hello, viewers.
Yes.
I am Mrs. Adelaide Mudhiani, a geography teacher, and today we have a very exciting lesson that we are going to learn. That is the Earth and the solar system.
Wow.
But specifically, we are learning about the solar system.
Wow, you said Madam Adelaide. Wow, great name there. Yeah, you're smiling. You're smiling like the world, the sun. So we say geography. This is where we make you believe, think, believe, and of course solve. Now here you with us. Of course, you said this is the solar
solar
system. Now
Yes.
maybe very very fast. I hope I'm not getting into your space a lot. Because we have all this. This is where now I want to believe it's where now, because right now I'm feeling like I'm an astronaut. And I want to wear those things and then go take the what do you usually call it?
The
one that-
rockets.
the rockets and go to the. So this is a rocket. Is it a rocket space or something? A space in those that other world above the space, either Mars or something. So I want you just to tell the viewer, maybe because the viewer might want to have such a thing. What are the things, maybe before now we dive into the show, what are some of the things they need to achieve what we just have here?
The first thing that you need is simply a manila paper. And for it to be more presentable, because we know that space is dark.
Exactly.
So you can even paint the manila paper to
manila
make
paper.
it dark. So
And
that
this
it
is very cheap.
represents, so that it represents space. And then after you do that, you can even use, kiwi. Kiwi.
Oh, kiwi, yeah, kiwi,
So you
kiwi.
just simply paint your manila paper to make it dark, and then you use a toothbrush with white paint.
White paint.
So you
or
put-
even you can use the paste.
Yes.
Yeah, it's white.
So long as it is more liquid, not solid.
Yeah, solid.
Then you put it on the toothbrush, and then you just touch your bristles, the bristles of the toothbrush.
Or to get
they're going
this-
to make these dots.
Which
So
look
that-
like stars.
Yes, they
small
look
stars.
like stars.
Yes.
Then the other thing that you'll need, you'll need this marker pen.
Mark pen.
So that you can be able to draw the orbits.
The orbits.
The orbits. But in this case, because it's going to be black like this,
Yes.
you may need to use a what?
A white.
This is a whiteout. It's
A
like a
whiteout.
pen.
Aha.
The one that you use to rub, when you've made a mistake and
Very well.
you want
And
to rub,
then, of
then
course,
you can use whiteout.
Yes.
Then you'll be able to draw because this is black.
Yeah.
So if you use any other color, it may not come out.
And this one usually also helps you because they say seeing is believing.
Yes.
When you have it and physically you can be able to locate some of the things, it's very, very. That's why we were telling you as a viewer, you can make such a thing and then now start following what we are doing, or even learn some things about what Mwalimu is going to take us through. So Mwalimu, another thing, of course, about
Plasticine.
the plasticine. Yes. What about them?
You can get the plasticine from the shops. It is available in the shops.
Or an alternative, you said I
Yes,
can
you
use
can use clay.
or also stones.
Yes, even the soapstone. Soapstone is
yes,
easy
soapstone.
to carve. And sometimes you even find, maybe in the markets, you find them already carved to represent even eggs, to represent balls. So you can carve them.
So Mwalimu,
But you have to make sure
Yes.
that it is according to the size of the planets.
you mean that the
Because
planets have
are
different
not-
sizes?
Yes, the planets are not of the same size.
Wow,
So
Mwalimu.
you have to make sure that they correlate. They may not be exactly, of course, because this is just a model, but you have to make sure that you know that maybe, for example, Mars is small, Jupiter is big, so that you carve them
You carve them.
accordingly.
Mwalimu, thank you very much for that. I want to believe you at home there, you are ready for this very, very beautiful show. And of course, I told you, I'm feeling like I'm now an astronaut and I'm going to space. And so Mwalimu is trying to draw there. He's drawing something just to show you what you need to be doing.
So this is the point where we are going to put our sun,
With our sun,
and then we have the orbits.
the orbits
Yes.
going round.
The orbits are simply the paths
The
that
paths.
are taken by the planets
Uh-huh.
to go round.
Yes.
As they revolve around the sun.
Sawa.
So that is
Mwalimu,
what
I
it
think
is.
now there's a way I want us now to, because you see, even me here, I want to learn something from you. I'm seeing lines and you're throwing in words, his orbit, his what. Now I want to believe my viewer there, you've understood what you can use to come up with all this here. Mwalimu, now leave this one here.
Yes.
Because I don't want to be distracted today. I want us to go through one more. Now, you said the topic today is solar
System.
system. Hey, hey. Now, Mwalimu, I know solar panels. They are solar panels. What is now solar panels and what is solar system? What is the difference? And what is solar system?
The solar system is simply...
No, solar panel. I see solar panels.
Okay, solar panel.
Yeah, you'll help me there.
I believe, of course, a solar panel is a kind of, a flat surface that is made of something that is like a mirror. But it's supposed to harness energy from the sun.
Absorb energy from
the sun.
That is solar panel.
And the energy from the sun is normally called insolation
So,
or solar radiation.
Viewers, wachana na hiyo kabisa. Forget, it's not solar panel here. We're not panel beating things here. No. Different solar system.
Solar
Let's go.
system.
Now, what is solar system? I want now you take me to the moon now. To
Now,
the moons and yes.
The solar system
Yes.
refers to the sun,
Oh, the sun,
the planets, and all other heavenly bodies.
That is the definition I need to write.
Yes.
If I'm asked what is solar
Yes.
panel,
Not solar panel.
solar system.
Solar system.
Solar system. So solar system.
Yes. It's a composition
It's a composition.
of the sun,
The sun.
the planets, and all other heavenly bodies that revolve around the sun.
A good student here. Is a composition of the sun, the planets,
The planets,
and
all
other
other heavenly bodies
yes.
that revolve around the sun.
Yes. So you
And by the way, the sun is the only star that we have in our solar system.
the sun is the only
The
star
only star.
in our solar system.
Yes, in our solar
so
system.
these other things that I usually see at night, and we call them the stars
Of course, the stars that we see,
at night.
they all
The
belong
beautiful
to,
stars,
Yes,
uh-huh.
the beautiful stars. They all belong to the same galaxy.
Galaxy.
Now, do you know what a galaxy
Hey,
is?
now you see, you're taking us far.
A galaxy refers to a group of stars.
Oh, a group of stars is
A
called
group of
galaxy.
stars.
So at night I see a
Yes,
galaxy of
but
stars.
they are very far.
Yes. So you are saying the
Very
sun is the only star
in
the
our solar
system.
Because it's like having our sun, and then around them around the sun, we have now the orbits of these planets going around, while the other stars are outside of that.
So there are planets and then we have a star.
Yes.
So these planets, how many are they? Or can you name some of the planets that?
Yes, we have Mercury, we have Venus, we have Earth, we have Mars, we have Jupiter, we have Uranus, then we have Neptune. But we used to have 9 planets.
No,
anyway.
Mwalimu, before that, when I was in school those days, we were taught how to be able to remember each and every other planet. And I think it was a song or something. It was a song. But I kindly am begging, kindly don't concentrate with my voice, okay? I'm just going to try. It was going like this, something like, my very mother just showed us 9 planets. My very mother just showed us 9 planets. And so what we'll do is this. My was Mercury. Very Venus. Mother Mars. My very mother.
There's one planet that you're living out.
Which one is that? Just
Because
that is
said,
Jupiter.
my very mother.
My
very.
what is which one is that one?
Of course, the third planet is Earth.
Oh,
so what did you
my very.
I think age is catching up with you.
Not age, not age.
think
So
age is catching up
but something also that was the first one, of course, was Mercury, then Venus, then you say the third one is Earth, and then Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, then Uranus,
and then Neptune.
Then I want to believe one day you sat down with a team of some of you, and there's something you did. I want you to explain to us. Where did you take Pluto?
I may not have been in that panel to
So
decide
where
what we'll
take-
do with Pluto.
But
But
Pluto
the
was
thing
there.
is, anyway,
Yes.
it was decided that it's a dwarf planet.
It's a dwarf planet.
Dwarf planet. It's too small to be classified as a planet.
So
So that is why it's no longer termed as a planet.
So we
So
only
we
end
only
at
have- yes, we
at
only end up Neptune.
Neptune.
Yes,
And so
but
you
we don't have Pluto.
You're saying that Pluto became a dwarf, or is
A
termed
dwarf.
as a dwarf
Yes, it is termed as a
planet.
dwarf planet.
Wow.
Yes.
So take us through, Mwalimu, the space now. The planets. You've already talked about the planets. What
Yes.
happens there now? Yeah, because the wonder here is how now we have the planet. You've talked about the star, the star here called,
Yes,
called
only
the sun.
one star.
One star.
Remember, it's only one star.
I get
not
that one.
stars.
No, one star, and of course the others are now planets.
Yes, they are planets, but apart from that, we still have other
Yes. Now
heavenly bodies. So
heavenly
maybe we are
bodies.
going to start with the sun.
So I first
We
of all,
know-
what? Oh, so
We
the sun,
say that our sun is the only star.
the only star.
What is it that makes it to be a star? A
Very
star
true.
means a body in the heavenly realms, or a heavenly body that has its own energy, or it has its own heat,
it has its own
and it
heat.
transmits.
It
Yes,
transmits.
yes.
That makes it the star because
Yes,
it transmits.
yes.
Do you want to say that the other planets, they don't transmit anything?
No, they
to
don't.
do with light
They
or
don't.
something.
In fact, they reflect light that comes from the sun.
So would I, in a layman's language, say why we are saying is the sun? Because the sun used to be, or it was a planet, but it's now because it has this remitting whatever.
I don't think it used to be a planet.
okay.
There's no time that it was a
I'm
planet.
quiet. I'm overthinking. I'm overthinking.
Yes.
So yeah, so it's the star.
Yes,
It remains
it is
as
a
the star
star.
because you said it brings out.
Yes, it has its own. It is burning up, so
Burning
it brings
up.
out energy. In
Yes.
fact, on the surface, it is said to be about 6,000 degrees centigrade on the surface.
On the
So you can
surface.
imagine the kind
6,000?
degrees centigrade on the surface. So you can imagine the heat that is inside. It must definitely be higher than that.
That yeah.
Yes. And then now from our star, which is the sun, we have the planet that is closest to the sun.
The sun. You know,
which is
you can hear
obviously-
right now I'm quiet because I want to listen. I
Yes.
want to get it. And I want to believe the viewers, you're watching and you're enjoying every bit of this. Because here we're learning. It's, of course, geography, the show. Let's go, Mwalimu.
So we have Mercury, which is closest.
Closest?
Yes. So from our model here, you can see this. This one is representing Mercury. So which is, we can say in fact it is the smallest.
So as you're
planet.
saying, it's the closest. It means
Yes,
that
it means it is very close to
you know,
the sun.
initially when you were talking about all the other stars are going around the sun,
Not all the other stars.
or the planets, that are
Planets.
going around the
Yes.
sun, I thought they were like in a ring. Is it a ring that they're close, following each other?
No. Each one has its own path.
Own path. Oh.
Yes, it has its own path of movement.
Oh.
And that path of movement is the one that we refer to as an orbit.
An orbit.
An orbit.
An orbit.
So from this model, you can see these white lines that have been represented. So this shows the orbit.
An orbit.
And
you know, I almost felt like I'm chewing. I want to chew something. Okay, so go to, you're talking about all the other.
yes, so we have Mercury,
Mercury.
and then we have Venus,
Yes.
then we have Earth, which is the only planet that we are living on anyway.
Yes.
Then we have Mars.
Mars.
Then we have
Have here, that is Jupiter.
Jupiter.
Then we
we
have Saturn. Then
we have Uranus.
Uranus.
And then we have Neptune.
Neptune. Why is it that we are living on Earth and we cannot live on the others?
Of course, for any organism, any living thing to survive, there has to be some conditions that are required. For example, we need air, which some of those planets may not have.
Oh, so that
You see? So we need the atmosphere. Earth has its own atmosphere.
You're talking about now the path they follow. Yes.
So the paths that they follow.
What maybe you call revolving or something.
Yes,
yes.
yes.
Rotating. Revolving.
No, not rotating.
Uh-huh.
When they are going around the sun, we talk about it in terms of revolution.
Oh,
So
revolution.
revolution refers to the movement of the planets around the sun.
So you can say they are revolving
They are
around
revolving.
the sun.
Yes.
Yes.
But now, each and every planet rotates on its own axis.
Oh,
Rotates. That means it spins.
So all the planets revolve
Revolve
around
the sun.
and
they
but
revolve-
every
Yes.
planet
Rotates
on itself.
its own axis. So it's like you're having the planet rotating, but at the same time it is going round.
Going round.
So
Yeah,
it is spinning.
it's spinning.
Have you ever seen, for example, the footballers?
Especially basketballers. They're the ones
Yes,
who.
they are the ones who are fond of spinning the
Yeah,
ball.
they have the
so
ball
they
and they
can
spin
just
it.
spin it and put it on one finger and it spins.
Yes.
Then you'll say that ball is rotating.
That's now what
But
happens.
it may not necessarily be revolving. If, for example, they are to spin it and then make the motion like this, then we'll say that motion is
revolving at the same time.
that
It's
object is
rotating. Wow.
Yes.
That's beautiful. I love that one. So we talked about the planets. Are we done with the planets? Is there any other thing?
No, not yet. Because we've not yet even talked about the orbits.
The orbits.
The orbits, yes, the path.
The path.
We said they revolve. But you know, there's always the direction of revolving. They have to
Wow.
revolve in an anti-clockwise direction.
Anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise direction.
Clockwise or
All
of them
revolve in an anti-clockwise direction.
around the sun.
Yes, around the sun. But in terms of rotation,
All of them.
all of them revolve.
The 8 of them.
Yes, the 8 of them revolve
In an anti-clockwise.
anti-clockwise direction.
Yes.
But when they are rotating, there are others that rotate in a different
Or
way.
in terms of rotating,
In
there's a
terms
difference.
of rotation,
Uh-huh.
all of them rotate also in an anti-clockwise direction, except Venus and Uranus.
Venus and Uranus.
Yes, they rotate in a
In a
clockwise
clockwise.
direction.
Does it cause
They
anything?
spin.
Does that affect anything or
No,
has
not
anything?
really.
Or
Not
just
really.
the way they are?
Yes, just the way they are.
Wow.
Yes.
That's
so
beautiful.
Venus and Uranus, they rotate in a clockwise direction, but all the rest rotate in an anti-clockwise
Yeah.
direction.
Venus and Uranus. Now, viewers, I hope you're getting it like me, that all the planets revolve around the sun, and it's only, that is Venus and Uranus, that rotate clockwise. In a clockwise.
I think you've mixed it up.
Yes.
Because when you're talking about revolving, all the planets
revolve
revolve.
in anti-clockwise.
Yes, in the same direction.
Yes. But
rotation is the one that some planets go against.
yeah,
the
then now they
normal
go the
move.
clockwise.
Yes.
Which is
Venus and Uranus.
Uranus.
Yes.
Yes.
Venus
Yes, I got
and
that one. Eh?
Uranus.
Yes.
Now, when you look at this, the orbits, when you look at the orbits, of course, it means that there are planets that are very close to the sun, and those ones that are very far from,
Far
the,
from
sun.
the sun, yes.
It also determines the time that is taken by those planets to revolve around the sun.
So the farther
Of
they are.
course, yes, the farther they are, the more time it takes for them to go round.
Yes.
That is why, for example, for this one, which is Mercury, it will take a shorter time
Yes.
to go round the Earth.
The Earth.
Then
The
Venus,
sun.
like for example, if I were to ask you in terms of the Earth, it takes about how many days? to go?
360?
365
Yes.
and a quarter
Yes,
days.
yes. At least I got something. At least I got something there.
And that is what we refer to as
As
a year.
a year. Oh, 1 year, 360.
Yes.
Yes. Wow.
One.
Yes.
Yes, as
So,
a year.
so the other like now Neptune might take forever to
Yes, it takes a very long time
Long
to
time.
go round.
like how is there an estimation?
It is in terms of years.
Oh, years.
Earth years.
Earth years.
Yes,
Oh,
Earth
wow.
years.
Oh, yeah, Earth years. Yeah.
Yes.
Because you're measuring from where we are now.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, apart from this, now we also have the different planets having satellites.
Or satellites.
Satellites.
Satellites, yes.
Do you know what it means by satellites?
No. When you talk about satellite, I think about what? Rocket or something?
Oh, of course.
Yes.
I know you know about the artificial satellites.
Yes.
You know those ones that are made by man.
By man, yes.
And then they launch them into space, using
yeah.
rockets.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
that we can get good communication.
So
Like
we have
now,
these satellites in space.
yes, we have satellites
The
in
space,
space. But those ones are artificial satellites that are made by man.
Oh,
Made by man.
made by man.
So they take the signals from the Earth and then they transmit those same signals back to Earth
To land.
so that people can be able to get, for example, like now, maybe if you are watching a television programs, there are those signals that come,
signals, yes.
but they come from the
Yes.
satellites. But we have the natural
Yeah.
ones.
That's what you're talking about.
Natural
Yeah.
ones. Natural
Because as you're
satellites.
winding up, maybe you would take maybe some few minutes to talk
Natural
about now.
satellites are
Yes.
simply the moons.
the moons.
So that's another name for the moon.
Oh, satellites.
You see, the moon does not produce its own light. The sun produces its own light.
Uh-huh.
The moon doesn't.
So-
So what happens is the moon reflects the light that is produced by the sun. Just like
Wow. So they depend on
yes,
the sun.
the sun. So the sun will produce the light and then it hits the moon and then the moon reflects it back.
As we
Just
finish,
like the artificial satellite.
as we finish, maybe I'll just ask this: what about at night? We know that there is the sun is not there, but now we still have the moon.
It doesn't mean that the sun is not there.
Oh, it's still okay. Oh, I'm
No,
just
it's only,
asking.
it's only maybe it's a topic for another day.
Oh.
But when you don't see the sun at night, doesn't
It's
mean
still
the sun
on.
has stopped shining.
Oh, so that's
No.
why now we can see the stars, but they are still getting their light from.
The stars don't reflect.
Uh-huh.
It's the moon.
The moon.
The moon
Oh, wow.
that reflects
But they get their
the
light
light.
from the sun.
Yes.
Yes.
So now the moons are of some have many moons. Like for example, if you look at the Earth, we only have one moon.
Yeah.
But there are some planets that have so many moons. For example, when you look at Jupiter, it has 64 moons.
Mwalimu. Now, I think this is a subject we need now to get a part B of it.
Yes.
I know. We can't finish it here. But maybe can you just highlight maybe one or two things that maybe you need our viewers to be able to know about what we've just learned from here right now about the solar system. Just to your camera kindly.
Okay. Now, with the solar system, first we have to know the members of the solar system. We have to know that we only have one star, and that star is the sun. That star is the sun. And then we have planets that always revolve around the sun. And we have, make sure that you know the planets that revolve around the sun. We have Mercury, we have Venus, we have Earth, we have Mars, we have Jupiter, we have Saturn, we have Uranus, and we have what? Neptune. Those are the planets that normally revolve around the Earth. The other thing that you have to know is that the planets themselves also rotate on their own, axis. So they rotate, and they rotate in an anti-clockwise direction, except for Venus and Uranus, which rotate in a clockwise direction.
Thank you. And of course, the path that
the
now
path
they
that
use.
is taken
It's called
the orbit.
the orbit. Thank you
Yes.
so much, Mwalimu Adelaide Asante Sana, for taking us through the space. I want to believe viewers have been able to enjoy yourself and learn something. But of course, this cannot end like this, Mwalimu. Cannot end like this. But of course, also you can follow us on our social media platform. That is on Facebook, Edu channel. That is Edu TV Kenya. And of course, on Twitter, Edu TV Kenya. And of course, you can get to comment or even leave a question there. My name is Aliwa David, and of course, until next time.